Good evening. Today we have assembled here to introduce to you the jury panel for this year's competition section. So we've been conducting talk sessions and performances for the last 2-3 months, prepping for the festival, and today is a very important milestone. I welcome you all to today's program where we introduce the jury members. And to do that, to formally introduce them to you, I welcome the festival director, Vinod Nambiar. Vinodata, please introduce these eminent personalities and who have agreed to lend us their expertise. Please introduce them to our audience.
Thank you so much, Siddharth, and good evening to you all, and a warm welcome. And we are so excited for from 15th August onwards. We have opened the call for entry for the film festival, and from there onwards, we had series of events to connect with the film festival. We had regular talk shows, various aspects of filmmaking and folklore, and we had performances, live online performances. So we had eminent personalities in the traditional performance space coming and talking about their art forms, the reasons for preserving it. It was a very wonderful experience in connecting all these events and weaving together, wrap it together, and as a collective event. Then gradually we are entering to the grand festival of films, and enjoying films from across the globe. So NIFFFI Nila International Folklore Film Festival started, made an entry last year with a core objective of connecting folklore and the youth, and then with the new media like film. So the last year it was a great success, and we had close to around 70 films, and more amazingly, we have around 18 films from Northeast. That was a very plus point. So then it talks about the life of Naga communities or other states of Northeast, and good films from other countries. So this time, 2021, we had slightly widened our horizon. We are going slightly, wider with geographies. So we have if you look at the number of films, we are slightly less compared to last year. But if you evaluate the films, of course, the films are as equivalent as last year. There were some amazing films from other countries, which made the festival interesting. And today we have two objectives. One is actually introduce the eminent jury members. We have a very versatile, very dynamic, or very multifaceted jury members to join the team. And we have the selection of films to announce. So these are two major objectives of today's event. And join me, my colleagues, Siddharth, who is a festival coordinator, and a festival advisor, Vijayan, and Sankeet is a coordinator. And I'm joined with three of the eminent jury members. I'll take the privilege to introduce them. I'm so excited, to introduce them because it shows the relevance, importance of this festival. Beyond being just a festival, it has got some hardcore responsibilities to do for the society. We believe that films do communicate. Films always communicates a message to society. It's a best medium for communicating with the society. And so with that tool, I think all of them are using diversified aspects of folklore filmmaking in their own area. So I'm joined with Catherine Kerst from US. She's actually a folklorist, and more than folklore, she's an archivist, and she was working with the Library of Congress and the American Folklife Center. And she's having closely around 27 years of experience in working in the folklore archiving. And beyond that, she was here in Kerala, and she was teaching our own folklore students at Calicut University for their MA studies. It's quite exciting to notice. Calicut University was the first university in India started MA folklore studies, and long back, and the students got studied. I think compared to other states in India, Kerala is pioneer in the term of folklore. There will be other developments like tangible, intangible, and all other aspects, but they coined the term folklore very beautifully compared to other places, and that's why we have a folklore academy many of the states may not be having a folklore academy, an exclusive academy set up for management of folklore. But how far it is reached is a question in which we can all debate, but at least some attempts. We have Sangeeta Academy, we have Sahitya Academy, we have Lalital Academy, and we have now the Folklore Academy in Kannur. So with that term, Kannur is the area going to be the folklore center. And she was teaching the archiving and how documentation process, and so then from there we came to know Kathy, and she visited Wiley and almost 6 years back, and from the relationship started, and her expertise and guidance and support always benefited Wiley in the archiving process of Bharatapura. So with that note, with that kind of privilege, I welcome Kathy to this show and to this jury. Warm welcome, Kathy.
Thank you so much. I'm truly honored to have been invited to take part in this jury. And I am very eager to see the films. I think that the mission of the festival, not just the showing of films, but the interest in engaging communities and people around the world in community traditions and representation, and sort of looking at those broader issues. It's very exciting, and I'm delighted to be part of this effort. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kathy. And I'm going to one of the leading animation filmmaker and an academician, and really a multifaceted expert in the field of filmmaking, in the field of folklore, traditional knowledge, and beyond that, she's a trained artist. That's what I could understand from her profile. And then she got into film. She did a master's in filmmaking, and went and documented some of the traditional storytelling methods. Storytelling is going to be her major forte, and she has been doing extensive research on understanding the traditional storytelling methods and practices. And I think it's I don't know whether I can say that, but what I noticed actually while I was experiencing the folk festivals in US, I noticed that storytelling was an exclusive session. There were people from different communities, and and people come and silently observing the storyteller and talking about the way they talk, the way they narrate the stories, and using some instruments, and then so their body language. So I think when I came back from US, actually, I was trying to observe same thing here in Kerala, and whenever I travel, I observed that many of the folk art forms has got a flavor of storytelling. So it's either way they will be a song, singing a song, or narrating a story, or acting or enacting, or whatever they do is a storytelling exercise. So Nina Sabnani, actually, she's basically trained an academician. She teaches with International Design Center with IIT Bombay, and she was teaching with NID, National Institute of Design, in various aspects of design and filmmaking, and then now she's working with Srishti. So thank you so much, Madam, for joining us as a jury member. Your versatile experience in making animation films, and I should say that she won multiple awards, national and international recognition on her films and her attempts to make the animation films. So thank you so much for accepting our request and joining the team and supporting and getting us from front. Warm welcome, ma'am. Few words from your side.
Thank you so much for that amazing introduction. I'm very happy to be a part of this festival. In fact, I am really excited that there is a folklore film festival, which is amazing. We have such a lot of folklore in our country, but we've never had any festivals so dedicated to this. So I'm really excited and looking forward to seeing the films. I'm very happy there are 50 films. I never thought, there were so many films being made. So I'm really excited. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much. And now we have a real filmmaker. Beyond filmmaker is a film activist, and rather than enjoying film or taking films and enjoying films themselves, he has started grooming people or society for enjoying films. So none other than the Amudhan is from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and he has started so multiple film festival exercise, one in Madurai and second in Chennai. And he studied development communication as a master's, and after that he has been taking various films, short films and documentaries. And if you look at, he has got a huge collection of documentaries in his credit, and all the documentaries, I should say that, talks politics, the politics of the people and the society, and what should be beyond the conventional politics. It has got a strong message communicating back to the people. So that's actually, he uses, he's a self-taught filmmaker, and beyond filmmaker, he has started grooming the society to enjoy films and using film as a communication medium to say the social issues, the challenges. And now, during the COVID time also, he started exploring possibilities of building a community who could go and make films and document the culture, tradition. And so we have a versatile filmmaker, film activist, and active film festival organizer. Amudhan from Tamil Nadu is basically born in Madurai and now settled in Chennai. Warm welcome, Amudhan, and a few words from your side.
Thank you, Vinod. Thank you very much for inviting me to be part of this film festival. And as others told, that it's very nice to know that we have an exclusive film festival on folklore. And any thematic film festival is a challenge, for curating, for organizing. Otherwise, to do a common festival, it won't be so difficult. You can have all the films. But if you have a thematic film festival, then one has to be committed to the theme. One has to be committed to the cinema also. So that marriage of cinema and the theme is a very important criteria. So it is nice to be part of this festival, and I always would love to work with Kerala on many occasions. I've been associating with Kerala the past almost 20-25 years, participating in many festivals as selection committee member or a jury, constantly traveling across the state. I like this enthusiasm of coming up with another festival from Kerala. That I always so I'm very happy that I'm being invited to be part of the jury, because my love for Kerala is being once again reinforced here. And thank you very much. And I'm really looking forward to watching the films, number one. Number two, working with the eminent jury. And I would be definitely looking forward to learn from them, because the opportunity for a filmmaker like me to be working with the experts, and to learn from them, and to widen your cinema experience, widen your political, social experience. Also a great opportunity for a jury member. Many of us, do not even think that jury members also learn a lot and enjoy a lot. It's not just a work. It's also a wonderful process of working together as a team and listening to people and arguing, selecting. That is an interesting process. So I'm really looking forward. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to the jury members also. Thank you very much to the team.
Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Amudhan, for setting the context. And I think we are very much excited, and with your guidance and support, we are looking forward to take this festival forward. And we are in the second phase of the festival. First phase was inviting films and getting nominations from across the globe. And we have not only for competition section, we have sections, panorama sections, where we have films from diversified aspects of Indian tradition, culture, even from international films. We are planning to put it in that exercise. So with that context, I think we have a competition section, we have a panorama section, and we have a regular talk shows coming up. So this all will put the context for this festival, as you rightly mentioned. And we are also excited. And I'm slightly jealous that, because I couldn't do that, because last 1 week, Siddharth was, passionately spending 10 to 12 hours a daily for watching all the 50+ films. And whenever I try to message him, and he used to say that, Vinod, I'm busy and watching all the films and then doing the final it's an amazing exercise. I know it's actually a person has to watch 50 plus films and spending 10 to 12 hours to. It's a only passion drives that. Actually, I could see that kind of passion. I may not be fit into that, but I can see that in Amudhan and Siddharth, they smiles at me always, getting more films to screen and watch it. Actually, that's energy. And with that, I won't take much time, so I'll pass it over to Siddharth to just announce the official selection of films for the Nila International Folklore Film Festival of India 2021. And that will be setting the context for the next phase of this festival. And over to you, Siddharth.
Thank you, Vinodata. Audience, I would like to say that in addition to the competition section and panorama section, we also have something called In Focus. What we do in Focus is we will concentrate on one person's, this year it's a filmmaker, and we are going to concentrate on his filmography. And we will be sharing his movies leading up to the festival, and we will have a conversation with him, one-on-one with him. So every year is going to be this one person. It could be a filmmaker, it could be an activist, it could be an artist, but it is always going to be one person. It is something to look forward to in each and every festival. Who is going to be the next person? So that's something that we are trying to move on with. So there is a festival competition section, there is a panorama section, then there is this In Focus section. Now, for this year's competition section, the official selection has been made. It has been made with the utmost care. Like Vinodatan said, we have seen the movies multiple times. It has not been one person, there has been a team of people. The programming team has sat through all of it. So without taking any more of your time, let me read out the name of the films that has been officially selected. I want to say that we have 12 films selected this year. We have reduced the number from 18 of last year to 12 this year to sort of identify the right content, to create that whatever is in the periphery has been trimmed off, and then the content has been kept as crisp as possible. There are 6 short films, and then there are 6 long films. Short films are 30 minutes. Short films are under 30 minutes, and long films are 30 minutes or more. So these are 2 separate categories in which the films will compete. There are 6 short films and 6 long films. So here goes the list. Amepa by Shipra Shekhar Dhavle. Backstage by Lipika Singh Darai, produced by Films Division, Government of India. Badshah Lear by Anand Rena. Journey into Khumi by J.F. Castell. Mundari Srishtikatha by Meghnad. Myths of the Vancho by Tara Douglas. Nokuvidya, The Life of a Lone String Puppeteer by Rashmi Radhakrishnan. Sindhu, A Subterranean Song by Pallavi Arora and Shirley Bhatnagar. The Enchanted Words of the Hubda of the Amazon by Meena Rad. The Sea of Ecstasy by Nandakumar Thotathil. The Traditional Brazilian Family, Katu by Rodrigo Sena. Villupatu, The Boat Transcend the Music by Jaya Josraj, produced by Films Division, Government of India. I'm going to read out the names of the films one more time. Amepa, Backstage, Badshah Lear, Journey into Khumi, Mundari Srishtikatha, Myths of the Vancho, Nokuvidya, Sindhu, A Subterranean Song, The Enchanted Words of the Hubda of the Amazon, The Sea of Ecstasy, the Traditional Brazilian Family, Katu, Villupatu, The Boat Transcend the Music. I congratulate the finalists, and I will get in touch with you at the soonest. Now, those whose names have not been read out, do not be disappointed. Please know that the project was carefully considered and our programming team, and the decision was incredibly difficult. But unfortunately, not all wonderful projects can be considered, and we were forced to make many difficult decisions this year. I thank you for sharing your projects with us. Wish you the best of luck, and I hope to have the opportunity to work with you in the future. And to the winners as well as all of the participants, I'm glad to have been associated with you for this short period of time. I hope we can continue this association in the future as well. Now, I also want to thank the jury members for coming in, Nina Sabnani, Amudhan, and Catherine. We are glad to have you as part of our team, and we hope that your expertise in your own fields will lend color to the film festival. We are clay and you are potters here. You will create shape to this festival. We have now passed on the clay to you, and you will make the final product out of it. Vinodata, I thank you also. Over to you, Vinodata.
I'm so excited knowing the films and the kind of geographical locations it is representing that shows the wideness of this festival and so diversified. And we have films from different areas of the world. And I think that shows us a trend that in the coming years, definitely will be widening our scope and responsibilities. And as the jury members mentioned in the beginning, and it's a whatever exercise we have been doing for the last 2 years, it's a lessons learned and improvement opportunities, and all set for our physical festival, which we envisage in 2025 to join all of us on the banks of River Nila and enjoying these kind of variety films in the moonlight. So I look forward to that 2025 and expect we all can join for that. So thank you so much, everyone, and so excited to be with this team and look forward to the final festival. Thank you.